So when the people of Avatime came here, we have the people of Akpafu. Akpafus were here.
Right.
Other gigantic
humans were here.
The Bamakle.
The Bamakle.
Yeah.
Are they the BAYAS?
The BAYAS.
They are the BAYAS.
Yes.
Are they giants?
They are giants.
They are giants. They were here.
They were living here before we came. Then the Akpafus were living on this range of mountains.
The Akpafus were living on this range of mountains.
Yeah.
So the BAYAS, the Akpafus were living
here before we came.
Before the people of Avatime came.
Yeah.
And when you came to meet them, how was the living like? Did they agree for you to settle with them? You know, was there some friction?
Yeah, there was a friction because the people of Avatime were known to be warriors.
Yes.
We were warriors.
Right.
So wherever we stay, we were warriors. When we speak, no one understands our language.
Yeah.
So because of the warlike nature of the people of Avatime, the Akpafus left here to their present place they are living.
Oh, they left to their present place they are living now.
They left here because the people of Avatime were warlike.
They are warlike, yeah.
So the BAYAS too, they were extinct. They were killed.
They were killed.
Were
they people like us?
They were humans, but they were gigantic. They were very, very huge.
Very huge.
Yeah, in stature.
In stature,
yeah.
But they look more than us.
Yeah.
Stronger than us.
Yeah.
Did they speak like we speak? Did they have understanding like we have understanding?
No, they have a language they were speaking before we came here.
Before you came.
Yeah.
Did they have complete human features?
They are complete human features, but very huge.
But very huge.
The fingers are very big. The nose, the ears. They are humans, complete humans, but they were very huge.
Very huge and gigantic.
Yeah.
Didn't they worry you because they were bigger than you?
They were worrying the people. That's why they had to find a way of killing them. Yeah.
How were they worrying you? Were they fighting you? Were they disturbing your children, your women?
Yeah, because of their nature, they were taking our properties by force.
Okay. The BAYAS.
The BAYAS.
Right.
So it took our great-grandfathers some time to get rid of them. Yeah.
Did they impregnate some of your women, and for which reason you will still have traces of one of them still living?
Yeah, those that integrated within the Avatime community.
Yes.
So when you go to some of the Avatime communities, you find the BAYA clans.
You will find the BAYA clans even now.
Now within the Avatime. So those are the descendants
of the BAYAS.
Because those days they have intermarriages.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line. So they have descendants. So those who integrated within the Avatime communities, they still existed within the Avatime. Their descendants are still within the Avatime community.
And do they still look like the giants?
No.
Parents used to look like.
Some time back,
yes,
some were looking like that.
But now, as the generation comes, they keep becoming normal. So the few ones we will be able to see now, if we chance on any of them, would they look like us?
They're just like us.
But you are able to tell that these are descendants of BAYA clan. Yeah. Do they still have some features that when you see, you know that these are descendants of BAYA clan?
There are no differences.
There are no differences.
They look like us, normal human beings like us.
Normal human beings like us. Do we have caves or rocks that have fingerprints of these giants?
Yeah, we have them some time back, but this time you cannot locate them again.
We cannot locate them.
You see their buttocks on stones. You see their figures on stones.
On stones.
And unless there were stones that you can see at many places within Avatime that were raised with one hand and planted.
Yeah.
So you could imagine the size of those human beings.
They were huge.
Yeah.
So live giants ever lived here.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
In Avatime, live giants lived here, known as the BAYAS. So we've gone around the town, Vanet Township, and honestly, we've seen what we wanted to see, the beauty, the serenity, and then how nice the people are. But again, I promised to ask some very, very important questions right from the beginning, right from the intro stage. And we have Mr. Jobosin, a very popular, man here. And I know he has the information we need. And so I pray that he's able to serve us all. So let's pay critical attention to the conversation we're about to have. Daddy, welcome.
Welcome to Avatime.
Thank you. You gave us the green light to tour the town, and we have done so. But then when we were beginning, right at the bust of the Osie Ajatekpo deceased. As part of his credentials, we saw committee of Yendi Skin Committee, member of Yendi Skin Committee, and I'm wondering, how did he become a member of Yendi Skin Committee? That's the North, and this is Volta. What's the relation here?
He was a member of the National House of Chiefs.
Right.
He was a member of the Research Committee.
Yes.
And the Judicial Committee of the National House of Chiefs.
Yes.
That time he became a member of the
Yendi Skin. So after becoming a member of such a committee, up until now, do you still have that relationship with people from Yendi? Is there something traditionally that happens here or that they come to pay homage for?
No, according to history,
yes,
we are the Guans. We are part of the remnants of the Guan-speaking countries, which Yendi is a member of the Guans state.
Right.
So last 2 years there was a conference, Guans conference in Yendi. So
Guans conference in Yendi.
So
yes.
Avatime participated. We were invited.
You were invited.
So yeah,
you attended.
We attended.
So you are not Evers.
We are not Evers. We are Guans.
You are Guans.
We are Guans. Yeah.
And you speak
Avatime,
Sideme. That is the language you speak. Sideme. For all the 7 towns.
Yeah.
You speak Sideme.
Yeah.
Now, all the towns, I'm sure, have special natural resources that they bring onto the table.
Yeah.
We've gone to our major perp. We've seen what they have. What is here in Vane?
Vane, the same. We have a tourist size,
right.
Likewise Amejope.
Yes.
We have historical caves.
Historical caves.
We have natural springs. Even at the peak of the Hamatan, they still flow.
They still flow. Natural springs. I mentioned it. Yeah. That the whole community can fetch from there and it still doesn't finish.
It doesn't finish.
As we speak, it's still there.
Still there. So we have natural springs which are all year round. Even at the peak of the Hamatan, it flows.
It flows.
Yeah.
How would you describe the atmosphere here?
The atmosphere here is so serene because traditionally our paramount chief is championing the climate change, the menace of the climate change in our Avatime traditional area.
Right.
So we have laws within our traditional council enclave to protect the environment against illegal lumbering, all illegal activities that will destroy the
natural environment. It's not done here. So no illegal lumbering, no galamsey, nothing of that sort. Yeah. So your water bodies are clean. Your forests are properly reserved. The animals within it, the wildlife, properly reserved. So everything is natural here.
Natural.
So that affects the quality of the air you breathe in.
That's so serene. The quality of air we breathe here. So we can develop a health resource in our Avatime enclave.
Wow.
Because we have the brown rice, the mountain brown rice.
The mountain brown rice.
Which you cannot find anywhere in Ghana. The mountain brown rice.
The mountain brown rice is only here in Avatime.
So we use it as a winning meal, meal for old age people. Then our traditional meal, which is the bimukon.
Bimukon is your traditional meal here. How is it like? How is it? Is it like kenke or is it like
brown rice?
Brown rice.
It's actually from the brown rice powder.
Okay, actually from the brown rice powder. Whilst we use the maize or the corn powder, you use the brown rice powder. Bimukon. And what do you eat it with?
We have a kunege soup.
Kunege soup.
Yeah, the kunege is a type of bean. They roast it, they mill it as well into a powder form. Then
use it to prepare the stew
with a soup.
With a soup
with dry meat.
Wow.
Dry meat or dry fish.
Wow. Yeah. And that's your delicacy. Bimukon and kulege soup.
Yeah.
I think we need to try that. I mean, we can't come to Avatime and not try the kulege soup.
Yeah.
Again, how important is Avatime, Vane to Avatime?
Vane is the paramount the paramount chief of Avatime, Osi Ajatekpo. Now we have the 7th.
The 7th, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Avatime Vane.
It's from Avatime.
So Avatime Vane is the capital of the
Avatime traditional area. Yeah. So Vane is the capital. Yeah. So they all come and gather here. Yeah. So when there are festivals, do they all come down here?
Yeah, actually, because of development and unity,
Yes.
we have annual rotational rice
Annual
festival.
rotational
Now,
rice festival.
festival.
Yes.
So, according to, we have 3 divisions within the Avatime: Olipe, Onipe, and the Oyaba.
Olipe,
Onipe,
Onipe, and Oyaba. Olipe, Onipe, and Oyaba. And they are the 3 what?
Divisions within the Avatime.
Within the Avatime.
So the senior divisional chiefs come from Amejope.
Okay.
So we have Amejope, Gbajeme making a division.
Okay.
Vane and Jogbepeme
Making a division.
Then we have Biakpa, Fume, Jokwe making a division. So we have the first celebration in the capital.
Right.
That's Avatime Vane. Then we move to the senior divisional wing. That's Amejope.
Then you do the celebration there.
So the following year we go to Biakpa,
and then you
which
do
is
it
the
there.
capital of that
that
division.
And then you do it there. And then it comes back here.
Back to Jogbepeme,
Jogbepeme.
which is within the Vane division.
Okay.
Then from Jogbepeme, it goes to Gbajeme,
Okay.
which is within the Amejope division.
Okay.
Then from Gbajeme, it goes to Fume.
So 1 division per rotation. 1 town in
Within
a
the
division per rotation. Yes, clearly put. So 1 in the Avatime Vane division, 1 town, then it moves to the next town in the division, then the next town. It rotates like this. That is beautiful. The people of Vane, are they the original settlers of Vane? Or they came to meet some people?
Actually, when we came to Vane, when we came to the Avatime land,
Yes.
we settled at a place called Okulosu.
Okulosu.
Yeah, when we came to Avatime,
Yes.
we all settled at Okulosu.
Okulosu.
It's near Biakpa.
Okay.
Avatime Biakpa.
Right.
It's where we initially settled on. So when we settled over a period of time, then these individual communities were found. So when the people of Avatime Vane came here, we had the people of Akpafu. Akpafus were here.
Right.
Other gigantic
humans were here.
The Bamakle.
The Bamakle.
Yeah.
Are they the Bayas?
The Bayas.
They are the Bayas.
Yes.
Are they giants?
They are giants.
They are giants. They were here.
They were living here before we came. Then the Akpafus were living on this range of mountains.
The Akpafus were living on this range of mountains. Yeah. So the Bayas, the Akpafus were living here
before we came.
Before the people of Avatime came.
Yeah.
And when you came to meet them, how was the living like? Did they agree for you to settle with them? You know, was there some friction?
Yeah, there was a friction because the people of Avatime were known to be warriors.
Yes.
We're warriors.
Right.
So wherever we stay, we're warriors. When we speak, no one understands our language.
Yeah.
So because of the warlike nature of the people of Avatime, the Akpafus left here to their present place they are living.
Oh, they left to their present place they are living now.
They left here because the people of Avatime were warlike.
They are warlike, yeah.
So the Bayas too, they were extinct. They were killed.
Because were they people like us?
They were humans, but they were gigantic. They were very huge.
Very huge.
Yeah, in stature.
Yeah. But they look more than us.
Yeah.
Stronger than us.
Yeah.
Did they speak like we speak? Did they have understanding like we have understanding?
No, they have a language they were speaking before we came here.
Before you came.
Yeah.
Did they have complete human features?
They are complete human features, but very huge.
But very huge.
The fingers are very big. The nose, the ears. They are humans, complete humans, but they were very huge.
Very huge and gigantic.
Yeah.
Didn't they worry you because they were bigger than you?
They were worrying the people. That's why they have to find a way of killing them. Yeah.
How were they worrying you? Were they fighting you? Were they disturbing your children, your women?
Yeah, because of their nature, they were taking our properties by force.
Okay. The Bayas. Right.
So it took our great-grandfathers some time to get rid of them. Yeah.
Did they impregnate some of your women, and for which reason you will still have traces of one of them still living?
Yeah, those that integrated within the Avatime community.
Yes.
So when you go to some of the Avatime communities, you find the Baya clans.
You will find the Baya clans even now.
Now within the Avatime. So those are the descendants
of the Bayas.
Because those days they have intermarriages.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line. So they have descendants. So those who integrated within the Avatime communities, they still existed within their descendants are still within the Avatime community.
And do they still look like the giants
No.
parents used to look like?
Some time back,
yes,
some were looking like that.
But as the generation comes, they keep becoming normal. So the few ones we will be able to see now, if we chance on any of them, would they look like us?
They're just like us.
But you are able to tell that these are the descendants of Bayas. Of Baya clan. Yeah. Do they still have some features that when you see, you know that these are descendants of Baya clan?
There are no differences.
There are no differences.
They look like us, normal human beings like
normal human beings like us. I wanted to know, you know, you said when you came, there were two people here, the Bayas and
the Akpafus.
The Akpafus. How were they coexisting, the Bayas and the Akpafus?
Actually, the Akpafus were living far off.
Yes.
Behind the mountains.
Behind the mountains.
Then the Bayas were also living within the mountains.
Okay. They were spread
around up to Biakpa. Because we have caves.
Yes.
Around the mountain ranges.
Yeah.
So they were living within.
They were living within the caves.
Yeah.
And then you came into their house in their territories.
Yeah.
And you came to wipe them off. And you have taken off.
Actually, you see, when we were migrating. I learned when our great-grandfathers got here, that place Okulosu.
Yes.
So their leader, because it was night, so they have to make a place for them to sleep.
To sleep, yes.
So unless they cut palm fronds and they lay a bed for their leader to sleep.
Yes.
So when they break, then they saw a dead mamba, a snake, under the palm fronds of the leader.
Right.
So they realized that then the place was safe for them to live. Then they remained here.
They remained there because they saw a dead mamba. Okay.
So they felt the place was safe. So that come there, people of Avatime remamed here. Like they were migrating.
They were just migrating because they would have bypassed.
We stayed in Taingbe for a period of time.
Right.
Then we left Taingbe. We came to Mache.
So
we're just moving because we're warlike.
So you conquer, you move. You conquer, you move.
But history said all the places that we stayed were mountainous areas.
Right.
When we left Mesopotamia, then we came to the Nubia region. Ethiopia.
Yes.
So we're warlike. So since that time, when we speak, no one understands our language.
Yes.
So I learned when our forefathers left Nubia, it has remained a lost kingdom.
It's a lost kingdom till now. Wow.
So we left that place to Safun, Sudan. So actually it was in Safun, Sudan that we had this brown rice culture. We stayed in Safun, Sudan for a period of time. So our bimukon,
the bimukon, your festival,
dish, it's also
your traditional dish.
It's also a traditional dish of a tribe within Safun,
Sudan.
So it means really we stayed there and we had the brown rice culture from
there. And you brought it here.
Yeah.
So when you found this place to be peaceful and you decided to stay, that was when you started having an encounter with the Bayas. And they didn't understand you. You also didn't understand them because they were coming after you people, fighting you, in fact, killing you. And you decided to overpower them. So you were able to get them to leave. And ever since, they've never been back.
At all. Because they were killed.
They were killed, so, and they've gone. But their descendants, some of them are still here. Do we have caves or rocks that have fingerprints of these giants?
Yeah, we have them some time back, but this time you cannot locate them again.
We cannot locate them.
You see their buttocks on stones. You see their figures on stones. And unless there were stones that you can see at many places within Avatime that were raised with only one hand and planted.
Yeah.
So you could imagine the size of those human beings.
They were huge.
Yeah.
So live giants ever lived here.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
In Avatime, live giants lived here, known as the Bayas. And it's coming from an indigene. So you should know when the crocodile comes out of water to tell you something is happening, you should believe it. Interesting. So Vanet is beautiful. It is calm. Would you invite people to come here?
Yeah.
Come and have a look.
Looking at the serenity of Avatime, the pure oxygen that we breathe.
Yes.
There's a lot that we can do within Avatime about tourism.
Right.
Talking about health resorts, people coming to recover from illnesses, terminal illnesses. I think our environment is very good for such hospitality facilities. So people investing in such facilities will really have return on their investment. So we are asking investors to come and develop this virgin tourist potential
enclave. Hotels, you know, guest houses, you know, and forest reserves and so on and so forth. I think it will be very, very important here. And so officially, you know, if you would like sightseeing, please come. If you have investment, bring it. It's beautiful. You would love it. We went up there, Mount Gemi, and we saw all the communities around it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate the stone. Good. Before I go, yes, we went to check the stone here. And we had some names written around it. And it says the states around Avatime. Are they the same as the towns around Avatime?
No.
No.
We have, in the olden days,
yes,
because the strength of the Avatimes, we were the part of the original 5 chieftain kingdoms within the Gold Coast.
Okay.
Avatime, the Gan State, the Northern Territories, we have the Ashanti, and the Fanti Confederation, that's the Ventura area. So when we came within the what is being called the Western Togoland, the Western Togoland, the Eveduko, the Osin of Avatime, the paramount chief of Avatime, was the king of the Eves.
Okay, he was the king of the Eves.
From Krati to Togo Benin border.
To Togo Benin border.
He was the king of the Eves. So he was the king of the Eves. So during those times, we called them amalgamated states.
Amalgamated states.
Different paramount from traditional areas were serving under Osin as the king of the Eves.
Okay.
So somewhere along the line, 1931, when autonomy was being given to other paramounts, then they were left with what we call the Avatime state you are seeing today, and Fuenta, other traditional areas were still serving at the Osin. So that's the stone you see there.
Right.
Those are amalgamated traditional council. So
with
those communities were still chiefs under the Osin of Avatime.
They were still chiefs under the Osin of Avatime. Meanwhile, the Avatime state itself is made up of 7 towns. So by stretching it, all these people were under the 7 towns of Avatime.
So they were under the paramount chief.
The paramount chief.
They were paramount chiefs within their traditional areas.
Yes. But they 7 out the Avatime
as the
Osin.
president of the Avatime state.
Wow.
Then later on, the name was changed to Hokwe. Then Hokwe, because the people said the Avatimes never conquered them in any war.
Okay.
So the name Avatime state was not suitable. So they changed the name to
Hokwe to make it more acceptable for all of them.
Then about 2 years ago, with the reorganization of the traditional council, autonomy being given to traditional councils. Now autonomy has been given to Avatime traditional council. Now for the 7 towns within the Avatime traditional area to have a traditional council as Osin Ajadepo as his life president.
Okay. So all the towns now have their own traditional council, even as they fall under Avatime. So you could have Amejofe having its traditional council, is that, or the whole 7 together
having Avatime traditional council.
Coming together to have one Avatime traditional council, and the OCA is the president. So the OCA is the president of the traditional council that consists of the 7 towns, and then the Hokwe is now the new name for the then amalgamated states.
Now the Hokwe, now they've given Kpeje. Kpeje is having the traditional council.
Okay.
The other satellite paramounts are now having their independent traditional councils per a new ally. So they no longer owe allegiance to Avatime. They no longer owe allegiance to Avatime. But some time passed, they all came to pay homage to Avatime. It is well explained, well understood. Thank you very much for this information. We are serving the rest of the world with it, and we are happy to have been here.
we're going to join it to everything else we have covered from here. And if we have time, we'll pass by the spring. If not, we'll continue with that tomorrow on our way. We'll stop by quickly, check the stream, because we need to capture as many as possible to make it comprehensive for the people of Ghana. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right. Okay, so we'll wrap up here with this convo. I know you have learned something now. If you are from Vanet or from Avatime, this video should be very important to you. Please share it and let people know the story and what we have here. We out.